be off camera most of the time today just because I don't feel like being on camera. Anyways, we are making a bison cottage pie today. So it's like a cottage pie, you know, ground beef or whatever, but instead we're using bison. I got this at my local grocery outlet, which is like the bargain market. But these were really good deals. So I got some bison. I also got venison and lamb. Now I could have done a traditional shepherd's pie, but I had a bunch of potatoes that I want to use up from over the holidays. So I figured a cottage pie would be perfect. So let's get started. All right, let me walk you through what we have here for a minute. Of course, we have the bison. We have our veggies. We got the onion, carrots, and celery. We have thyme and rosemary, salt and pepper. We got a little bit of tomato paste. I'm actually gonna use the whole can because I don't know about you, but I don't use it enough to keep it in the fridge to save it. So we're just gonna make a deeper flavor. We got some parsley. I'm probably gonna add some other seasonings and spices to it along the way. We got a little bit of red wine here that we're gonna use. We got some beef broth. Beef broth. And then we have some flour. It's all rolled up. And we got some frozen peas and carrots. I couldn't find just regular peas, so we're gonna have extra carrots in this, which hopefully that sweetness will cut through the acid of the tomato. So we'll see. All right. Hold tight while I set up a new camera. All right, welcome back. I have my potatoes. I forgot that I needed to chunk them up, so I got those in some water. They're going to be coming up to a boil. And then right now we are looking to heat this skittle up. Griddle? Either way, this pan up. And then I'm going to add some oil and get our veggies sauteing. Wow, why can't I talk tonight? Okay, so let's give me a second while this warms up. All right, this is now coming up to heat. I'm going to add some oil and we're gonna get those veggies going. We're gonna get these veggies going quickly. I almost forgot the garlic. All right. Let's get these veggies in. My plan was to bake it in the cast iron. I don't know if that's going to be possible because it already looks, well, these will wilt down, but once everything is added, I feel like it's going to be too big, but I guess we will see. Can't doubt myself before I started, right? There we go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to these just to help draw out that moisture. I also have some thyme and some rosemary over here that I'm going to start chopping up here off camera, so I will be right back. Alright, so we got these sauteing, we got some salt and pepper in here. I got those herbs chopped up here off camera and I'm going to get those in. Got some rosemary and thyme there. And I also put a sprig of rosemary and thyme just whole in with the potatoes as they boil to infuse some flavor into those. We're just going to keep sauteing these. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. And I don't know about you, but I love this jarred garlic or the paste, all those. They're just wonderful and convenient. It smells so good. I'm going to let these cook down a little bit longer and then I will be back. Alright, so these are nice and wilted down a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more oil here in the middle. Just a touch. Oh, that was way too, did not mean to do that much. So less than that. And then we're going to put this bison right here in the middle. We're going to kind of push it down and get all contact. We're going to smoosh. It's still a little bit frozen in the middle, but that's okay. And we're just going to leave it like this, like a giant patty, until there's nice browning on the bottom. And then we're going to flip it like a patty, and then we're going to brown the outer side, and then we're going to start to break it up. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not going to be able to flip it like a patty because it's already starting to crumble. But I'm going to kind of push it out so it's still getting that, there's still a bunch of water underneath it. So we want to evaporate all that moisture out before it can start to brown. So we're going to turn it down a little bit, and we're going to just start evaporating all this juice that's coming out. I seasoned the top of the meat with a little bit of salt and pepper. So yeah, we're going to let it just brown here in the pan for a while, and once those juices are evaporated, it can start to brown, and then we can chunk it all up. Alright, we're going to start browning, or we're going to start flipping it over and mixing it into the veggies. See, look at that beautiful brown. That caramelization. It's going to leave nice flavor on the bottom of the pan too. So we're going to continue browning this up. And once the meat gets all caramelized and brown and whatnot, we're going to add the tomato paste. We're going to thicken that up a little bit, and then we're going to add the flour. The tomato paste and then the flour. I have my oven preheated here to 400 because I'm pretty sure we can fit everything in this pan, so I think we're going to just keep it in here. That'll be nice, easy cleanup. But yeah, so once we get this all browned up, we're going to add the tomato paste and then the flour, and then from there we're going to deglaze. So bear with me. I'm also going to put some Worcestershire in here while it's browning up. Just like about a tablespoon. Alright, we got everything browned up nicely here. We're going to go in, remember, the whole can. It's not going to hurt anything. And it tastes delicious. It gives it a nice, rich, deeper flavor, especially since we'll be deglazing it, and we have a lot of carrots in there, so that adds extra sugar to balance out that acid in the tomato. But also, tomato paste isn't as acidic as like fresh tomatoes or like regular canned tomatoes. I don't know. Check me if I'm wrong. I have no idea. I just feel like that, I guess. Yeah, don't Google it. Trust me. No. So we're gonna get this all in there. Make sure everything is covered in that tomato paste. be back in a sec. Oh, sorry about that. So now we're gonna go into this with a couple tablespoons of flour. Then we're gonna cook that flour up until it makes a nice gravy. Cook this a few minutes until that flour is all cooked out. You know the drill. That looks beautiful. Right, now we're gonna come in with about a cup of red wine. Ooh. And then gonna come in with about a cup and a half of beef stock. And we can always add more. I'm gonna stir that all together. And then you add more or whatever to taste, I guess. And then once we get to the right consistency, we're going to add the frozen vegetables. And then at that point, all we have to wait on is our potatoes to finish cooking. So I'll be back when the potatoes are done. Okay, those potatoes are done and drained. I'm putting them back in this hot pot and we're going to start adding some delicious flavor. I have some unsalted Kerrygold butter here, but I'm also going to add a stick of salted regular butter, and then some salt. And some white pepper. And I think I might have some like chives or something. Here we go, chopped chives. I'm gonna put a handful of those in there. Let's see what happens. And we have the last bit of this yogurt in here. We're gonna add this in for a little bit of liquid. Sorry about the noise. For the milk part, I don't have milk right now, but I do have some evaporated milk, so I'm going to put this in as my milk. We'll start with that. Then we're going to just start mashing, hopefully. I'm not going to do this on camera. I'll come back when I'm done mashing. Alrighty, we got those potatoes mashed up. I am now going to add, I have 1 egg here, and I'm whisking it in a little bit of warm water, and that will help it all bind together. So where is, here we go. Stir all that in. Now I have this really cool cheese that I found the other day. It's a sheep's milk cheese and it's kind of like a feta, it's crumbly. So I was gonna add that into it to make them cheesy taters. My husband's over here nodding in approval.
Do you care if I just put this whole thing in, since it's like half a block? Okay. Yeah. And then, this isn't going to be the only cheese. We're also going to grate some Havarti and some Parmesan on top once we get them on top of the bison mixture. And there we go. All right, now I gotta wash my hands. Hold on. It's on my fingers. All right, let's stir that in, and then we can get our mixture back over here and plop it all on. That sounds funny. All right. Ooh. Here's our mixture. And you know what? I'm also going to put it on a pan when it goes in the oven. So according to my research and all the videos that I watched, you have to make sure that this is all patted down really nice. So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna get these potatoes on top. And what you do is you're gonna scoop them. Scoop and plop. These look a little bit runny, which is fine. It'll thicken up. The egg is gonna bind it all together. And you know what? None of it has to be perfect, and that's fine. It's still gonna be delicious. Right, babe? Let's get these all on here. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's thinking with your noggin. Okay, okay. Pull that out here to the side. Oh, do you think we're gonna have room for more cheese? Always room for more cheese. I gotta get. Will you hand me my my box grater, please? So I got some Havarti. Just gonna grate some of that on. I'm using the smaller grate option. I mean, they're both great, but oh, that is definitely gonna come over the side. Hold on a second. I gotta get this on here. It's oozing.
That's gonna be everywhere.
Oh! Holy shit. Okay. I shall be back. I put it in the oven. I forgot to film. Oh! Leave it to me to completely ruin it. That's pretty. Right when the timer went off. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes, let it cool off. I'm probably gonna transfer it onto a cooler surface. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. And then, yeah, and then we're gonna show you the crosscut when it's done. All right. Ho, 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 ho. I can smell that cheese. Oh, look how creamy that is. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. In true Birch fashion, I got so caught up in eating, I forgot to film like reaction videos and the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me while I cook dinner and try new recipes, and I hope to see you next time.